Welcome back. We're here with Becky from Summit Toledo. Becky, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Fantastic.
Good.
Enjoying the cold weather here in Ohio. So thanks for coming on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Of course. So at Summit Toledo, you guys host baby showers, corporate events, weddings, holiday parties, and more.
Yeah.
What is your favorite event that you guys host?
My favorite event is definitely going to be weddings. Everyone is happy at a wedding. You can't go to a wedding and have a bad time. Everybody loves, going to a wedding and enjoying all the different festivities, from the cake to the food to the
Yes.
dancing to the open bar.
Yeah, and for weddings, like you said, people are just there just to have a good time.
Yeah.
And you're there seeing two people come together, all the friends are there, all the family there, and you're there just to watch it all happen.
Yes, I always tell the clients my favorite part of the event is when all the formalities are done. They don't have to cut the
Yes.
cake or do the speeches or the dances or anything. All they have to do is sit back and have an awesome time with their friends and family and let loose.
Yeah. And why do you think downtown Toledo is such a good place to host an event at?
Oh my goodness, it's been so exciting seeing all the things that have come to downtown Toledo, at least in the last 7 years that I've been down here. So with everything of the festivities and the Dora coming in and all the music and the art, it's a wonderful space. A lot of younger people are down here. A lot of new businesses are down here. We even have a lot more residentials down here. So everyone just wants to be downtown because it's the place to be.
And you also mentioned, weddings being your favorite event to host.
Yes.
How do you guys customize weddings for, someone that's looking to really make it something special for them?
Yes, that is my absolute favorite thing. When I first took over the venue in 2016, 2017, it felt like when I was vetting all the other venues in Toledo at the time, that a lot of them were just no, we only do it this way. We will
Really?
only offer that way. And I came from a retail background, so in my mind, it was like, no, we give the customer what they want. And that really kind of sparked that we wanted our brand to say, this wedding speaks you in every kind of way. So we really encourage our clients to customize their event, whether it's through colors or lighting or menu selections or just graphics and signs that we have up on the TVs or on easels or anything that way. So we work with them to make sure that it's what they want and not, just what we say they get.
And when you are working with those clients, do you guys do more than just host the wedding? Like, do you guys help them, get vendors and do those type of things?
Most definitely. So it's really cool because we could be like a one-stop shop, which most people love about our venue. We have everything in-house, from linens to decorations to DJs, photo booths, all things like that. And then for different vendor services that we don't have in-house contracts with, we have referrals of wonderful companies in the area that we have worked with and we know do an awesome job. We work with them to do nearby accommodations. It's also really cool because we got approached by a software company, I think it was 2 years ago, and they were in the process of building a product that does virtual room settings. And they asked us if we could be their beta test program.
Amazing.
So I was like, yeah, I guess we can do that. But it's so awesome because now we have a product where when people come to do tours for weddings, they fill out a survey before they get here. So it's awesome because I know a little bit about them before they even arrive. And then I have a lookbook that's prepped that has our space completely virtually set up based on what they're looking for.
So it sounds like to me that Summit Toledo tries to go above and beyond, not just the regular event space.
Every time. We definitely want all of our clients to feel like we went above and beyond, that we were professional partiers, that we knew what we were doing, but we were actually doing the partying. But we were along with them in the ride of the planning.
And you kind of touched on this with the wedding stuff, but how can people use Summit Toledo to create an unforgettable event?
We do that with our atmosphere. And again, even just the training that we give our staff, we want to make sure that everyone always feels welcome and that we are able to provide them whatever it is they are needing. We are even the only venue I know of in Toledo that did an all vegan wedding at one time. So it was funny, the clients, one was vegan and one was vegetarian, and they really wanted an all vegan wedding. And their first thing to me was, I don't want any salads. And I was like, what? And they're like, well, when you think vegan, what do you think? And I told them, fair point. But I also told them, if we have a bunch of people that are not vegan there, we got to start with like level 1, level 2 vegan stuff, have them not even realize that they've had a vegan meal. And then that would really open their eyes into, oh my gosh, maybe, a different dietary lifestyle is not absolutely the worst. And they were very open to that. So it was cool because we were able to just do, hummus and pita and roasted vegetables. And then for our entrees, we did a butternut squash Wellington and vegan pierogies. And I think we were able to knock it out the park. And people really, at the end of the meal, were like, was that vegan? Where was the meat?
Yeah.
But they enjoyed themselves. They weren't sick. And it was awesome. We try to do that with every customer. Like, if this is what you're looking for, then we definitely want to give that. I do also throw out there that fresh rolled sushi might be a little tough. Not to say we wouldn't give it a try. But yeah, we want everyone to feel that they got what they wanted.
Yeah, and I love how you guys don't take a straight professional business approach. You guys build a relationship with the customer. You ask them what they want. You guys go above and beyond for the customer and actually are there to assist them and not just say, give me your money, host the event, and that's it. You guys actually want to build that long-term relationship with your customer. So
Absolutely.
that's something that I like.
We're like so sad. Like, it's the beginning of the year, so you kind of look back at the last year, like, oh, hopefully we see them again. But then you're looking at the upcoming year, and you're so excited for the new celebrations to come up. It is always fun when we might get like a baby shower or something from clients we've had in the past. And you hope that you see them again, but it is awesome having that great rapport.
Yeah. And then kind of on that point, the Summit Toledo hosts a tasting event for their clients who have booked, past events with them.
Yes, every month.
Why do you guys, go about doing this?
I love this. I can't find another place that does this at this time. But what I found early on is that a lot of people want to try the food, right? When you're going and you're spending thousands of dollars on your reception and your food, people want to try it. And so instead of doing individual tastings, because I just, started calculating out the cost of that, and then what if they come to a tasting? Okay, they came, they tried a couple entrees, they tried a couple sides, and they were like, well, it was good. I don't know if it was us though. Well, now they're kind of either in the worry zone or they're going to want another tasting. So you've got the cost kind of build up again. And so what I realized is that for a little bit more money, we can do the tastings monthly and everybody can come and then they get to try a variety of different foods. And I'm still doing less tastings than I was because I'm now only doing 12 tastings a year. With that being said, I do end up probably doing closer to 15 or 16 if there's clients that are out of town and they can't make it to the tasting program, or if they have school or life that allows them to not be able to come. So we will do an individual tasting for them. But I'm still doing less tastings than I'm doing for catering events, and more people get to come. So it really is such an awesome program. It's one of the biggest feedbacks we get is like, can I keep still coming to the tastings? But it's great because we also get to touch base with them,
Yeah.
see how they're doing. They get to build that rapport with my team and help in the planning process and check in. Hey, where are we at? Do you have this? Do you need that? Well, we know we're this far out. Can you please be calling for this? And things like that. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and that's something until I, looked at your website and did a little bit more research. I didn't even know that you guys do, and I just really like the thoughtfulness when it comes to taking care of your customers and really, like thinking like how can we go above and beyond? How can we think more about them and how can we really just not be an event space, but where, they just want to have fun and enjoy themselves.
Absolutely.
So,
We're
I
so
think that's
lucky
awesome.
because we get to be in an industry where we work with people in all industries. And so not only that, if it's a personal event, less a corporate event, then we're getting to know them and their families and a little backstory with them. So it's wonderful.
And this is more on the personal side of things,
Mm-hmm.
but what is it like being a wife of an entrepreneur?
Um, it's a blessing and a curse, I guess, of all things of marriage. No, it's a lot of the things that I have learned and put into practice have been through my husband and him being a self-employed entrepreneur. And I'm so grateful for all the guidance and support and everything that he helps teach me. It's super fun at times because you feel in control of like your schedule and different things like that, but it's also really difficult when you see someone wearing a bunch of different hats, and that can wear on people as well. So I always feel like, thankfully with my husband and I, that I feel whenever he's kind of stressed out is when I'm calm, and when I'm stressed out is when he's calm. So we always really balance each other out to be like, hey, it's gonna be okay, and you could do this. Or he always will, did you think about addressing this, issue with this
Yeah.
solution or this way? Or, I'll bring a different perspective to it. And so we always enjoy coming together and working through the problems together. But being married to an entrepreneur is awesome in the way that he even encourages and fathers our children, like in their mind, even though my 14-year-old already has two jobs, they already want to own their own
Wow.
businesses. So it's exciting in that way too. And my 11-year-old is getting ready to start his own candy
Oh,
business.
that's amazing.
Yeah, with candy dispensing machines.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah. And with you managing the summit, I feel like you guys kind of have an idea, like you, you can bounce ideas off him. He can bounce ideas off you because you're not working like a retail job or like a traditional 9 to 5. Like you're
Right.
managing, a huge event center. So I feel like you do kind of still get that feel of like managing people and meeting, deadlines and all that type of stuff. So I think you guys still get to, like learn from each other.
Yeah, well, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. And so the whole backstory of how I got here is before the owners that own it now owned it. With the old owners, they had hired a company that him and I were both working for, and he was DJing for them. And I was working just doing event management and whatever things they needed me to do for them. And they went on vacation, and I was helping with events down here. And the owners, the old owners, kind of got in conversation with me and was like, we would really enjoy you to come on. But we weren't at a time. In fact, my husband and I were working hot dog carts at the
Yeah,
time, as well as doing other things because we're always doing all kinds of fun things. But then, yeah, they ended up, asking me to come in and work full time. And it was a really awesome offer. So I decided to take it. And then him, I got to start doing events, and they sold the business, and we were able to renovate with the new owners and really grow it. And thankfully they were able to keep me and my staff and all the contracts. So it just really got better. And then he continued DJing. So I mean, have done many weddings together,
that's
which
awesome.
was always super
Yeah,
fun as well. And yeah, so it's been great. He is very imperative in the growth of Summit Toledo
that's
as
awesome.
well.
That's a cool bonding moment. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I have two more questions for you.
Okay.
If you could have dinner with two people,
Okay.
one person from the past and one person from the present, who would it be and why?
From the past, it would be my grandfather. Someone that I just miss so much and that I haven't talked to. I would ask him so many questions about life and and all of that. But someone from the present, there's two people that come to mind, and I'm gonna go with my safer one. Would probably be the pioneer woman, Ree Drummond. I'm in love with Ree Drummond. She's just so awesome. I love her approach to things, and I love watching her cook. And I would just love to go to the ranch and have her cook a meal and cook with her and hang out with her on the ranch and Lad and all of her family and ask her about her tips for success.
That's awesome. I always love when people give the family member one because I think that's very beautiful going back and talking to someone that's passed away. So I always love that one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
beautiful.
goodness. Very fun fact. My grandfather was mayor of Toledo
Oh
back in the
wow. Okay.
70s. So he has such a love for Toledo, and that has really instilled in me and in my family. And I would love to get his take on things today.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I have
Yeah.
one more question for you.
Okay.
Why did you decide to partner with us and offer the discounts?
Oh my goodness. Well, it was a really exciting opportunity, and I saw that you and what your product was going to offer was going to be a really great service for people. And so I wanted to make sure that if other people were participating in the service, that I was also right in there to be available. We are able to offer these discounts to people because we appreciate every single customer that comes through. And so we want to make sure that we are taking care of the people that are taking care of us. So we wanted to offer something that was going to be valuable and a win-win for all the parties involved.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you as a partner, so thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
That's all the questions I have for you.
Okay.
How can people find you guys, and what is one thing you want to leave people with?
They can find us on social media at handles summittoledo.com or the Summit-Toledo on Facebook. And I just want to leave them with, please come and check us out. If you're looking to host an event, you can do it here like nowhere else.
Well, Becky, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.